Okay, guys. See if our microphone works. See if I can find us on Facebook. We're just a mess. Oh boy. It says I'm live. There is me. And I've got all these ornaments I need to pick up and put away. Oh, I guess that's right. I'm like, oh no, did I ruin that one? But I didn't. So I'll show you guys. These, I'm gonna go put these on my table. They need to have beads put on them, and beads and bows, and then tied. So if you pop on, say hello. Let me know you're here. Got a transfer that fell back here. Thought maybe I could get my yardstick in there, but I can't. Gosh darn it. It's the gingerbread house one too. So I'm gonna get down here and try to grab it. Oh, getting too old to get down on my hands and knees. You guys get my drift? You get my drift, don't you? Getting too old for that nonsense. Ugh. Got all kinds of jute sitting here. So these are some ornaments that I've been working on. They are adorable. There's a Santa. This one says, Santa's Magic Key. On Christmas Eve, when stars fill the sky and reindeer go dashing by, this magic key will show Santa the way to bring the magic on Christmas Day. And it's got the key. Isn't that cute? And this one says, this house believes. And it's a little gold bell. I think those are cute. So they need to have like this bead put up here, and then I will put a bow on it after I tie those. Of course, my glue gun has been on since yesterday, because that's how I roll, you guys. That is how I roll. So tonight I want to do our kit. So I'm going to set these off to the side. There's brushes from yesterday that have no water. Let's put some water in there. It's kind of hard to clean brushes after they've been sitting dry. Just felt like I heard something. It's kind of creepy. Just a little bit creepy. So this is 12 Days of Christmas. And it goes on, it's like this. It's packets. It goes on, or pockets. It goes on this. I want to make sure that my phone didn't stall. Hi Pam, hi Diane. How are you guys? So my My Dexcom is saying I have low blood sugar, but I don't. So this is what we're going to do. This is available at Couture, and I will put the link to it. And this is the transfer. The 12 Days of Christmas. Hey, Chris. God, it seems like I haven't seen you forever. So I'm wolfing down a piece of toffee. Maybe that'll make it not be so. So I'm going to cut these apart. They are not scored to do that. But I'm telling you right now that they will be way easier to do if they are separated. I don't even know why they didn't separate them. I feel like they're wanting to save on the so they can get more on a screen, more on a page. If they separate them, then they have to. So it's the 12 Days of Christmas song. And each one of them fits on these pockets. Isn't that going to be cute? So day one is a partridge in a pear tree. These are 4 calling birds, 7 swans a-swimming, 10 lords a-leaping, 2 turtle doves, 5 golden rings. Nope, I got a little bit of it. Cut that little note off of that one, so I'm going to take that off. Just makes you want to sing it, doesn't it? Oh my God, you don't want to hear me sing it. So this goes up here, 12 Days of Christmas, and then it hangs up, and then you can put things in these pockets for each of the days, each of the 12 days of Christmas. So I'm going to do it in ink, and actually my nose is running. It's like, what the heck? So actually, you could do it in chalk. You could do it in chalk. Because you're never going to wash it. Right? You're probably never going to wash it. But I think I'm going to do it in ink. And I'm going to put an apron on because I'm getting tired of ruining my clothes. So let me grab an apron. Got one right here. You guys, every time I come out here, I wreck a shirt. Or get it on my shorts, or today it was a high of 66. So no shorts for this girl. I wore jeans today. And I had a busy day today. So I'm going to do the 12 Days of Christmas in gold, the leaves in green, the flowers in red, and the word Christmas in red. So I'm not going to fuzz this, you guys, because I'm going to, and I'm going to, let's see. Let me think about this for a second. I need to buy some more of these things. I'm going to take this glass off of here. And I think I'm going to take this off of here too. Only because You guys, I have warped these by getting them too hot. And although I'm not using my big heat press, I will be using a heat press. So I'm going to just lay this down. Maybe I'll go this way. Geez, I have so much stuff on here. I have no room. So annoying. My table, you guys would just die if you saw that table. You just die. I told my friend that came and she painted yesterday. I'm like, she did a project. She actually did it. She came in and she goes, I need something for my door for Halloween. Let's do it. So we did. I threw a piece of wood in the laser and cut her out the one that says the witch is in with the shoes, the witch boots, and it turned out adorable. She had that painted between 1 and 4, and she's like, now I'm going to need something for, I think she needs something for Christmas. Maybe. I can't remember what she said. She has a scarecrow, so she could put that up for fall. But she wanted something for Halloween. So that's what we did. So I told her, I said, this place is a stinking mess. I said, I clean off a corner and then I load it back up with something. And then I clean it off and I load it back up. I'm terrible. Terrible, terrible. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? So this is available as a kit, and it's no cheaper to buy it as a kit or as, I'm just going to try to kind of center that in the middle there, just eyeballing it. And you know what? I think I'm going to put some placement tape on the bottom because I don't want to go off. I don't want to go off the edge. So I'm just going to use some masking tape. I did decide on my trees that I did the other day that I needed my ribbon to be wider. So you guys, you need your ribbon about 1.5 inches wide. I did mine too narrow. And the reason I know that is because I can see through my tree, and I don't want to see through my tree. So I'm just putting this down to keep me from going off the edge of my transfer. And you know what? I might just do it up top too. That just protects me. So we have a new color in ink, and it's our color of the month, and it's Jolene. And it is a beautiful color, you guys. I'm going to open it up over here away from my my fabric. And it is a red, deep, deep red, and it's got some stuff in it. It's got like gold flecks, and it's really pretty. Really, really pretty. So I think I'm going to use that for my red. But I've already got it on my hands, and so with ink, you want to be careful. And that's why I get it on me, is because I wipe it on me. And then I'm like, what? What? And of course, my squeegees are all inside my drawer. That is below where my, this is really heavy too, you guys, really heavy. It's really nice. So I'm going to use, this green is Shimmer Forest. My inks are all in really good, they stay good for a long, long time. And I was thinking about using Shimmer Forest on all of the numbers. Or I could alternate between Shimmer Forest and Jolene. I just want to sing Jolene. Jolene, Jolene. Then I'm going to use shimmer gold on the words, the 12 days of Christmas. And it is not as creamy as Nominee is, but you know what? It is not bad. It really is not bad at all. So I've got a show this weekend in Sutton, and that's what I'm trying to get this new stuff cut out that I just got the files for, the mousse, all the mousse things. And I have Christmas ornaments that I wanted to get done. And then today I went to, we went to our granddaughter's volleyball game last night, and that was kind of a cluster. Her coach, I felt so bad for my daughter. You know, when your kid is hurting, you're like a mama tiger, aren't you? You just want to go to your kid and you want to help your kid. You feel that way even when your kid's almost 40, or your kid is 40. She's 40. But my granddaughter is a good little volleyball player, and she made varsity. She's a freshman, and she made varsity. So they had a triangular last night, and her coach wanted her to go to varsity, do varsity. So she had her, suit up for varsity for the game. But she couldn't play in the junior varsity game, which was in the same school down in another gym. I'm not sure why she couldn't. I think the first games were going at the same time, but I'm not sure what the deal was. Anyway, so the game proceeds, and it was a tough game. The girls had to work their butts off, but she never got put in. Not one time did she get put in. And her mom was so angry. This is what color? Love Struck. I don't like that, you guys. Let me grab a different red. Love Struck is kind of not a pretty red. I'm going to grab Cherry Red, and I'm also going to grab some Meadow. Maybe, if I can find it. There it is. There it is. There it is. So I'm going to do these little flowers in this red, this cherry red. And then I'm going to do the leaves in Meadow. And the first game, I could kind of see, and my daughter wasn't upset because she didn't get to play in varsity. She was more upset that she didn't get to play in the junior varsity game. They didn't even let her, she couldn't even go back there, be in. So it must have been you could only participate in one, and she must have wanted her in case she would need her, but she didn't use her, and that was devastating. Hi, Doodle. Thanks. You're sweet. You are sweet. I don't suppose my family thinks that. My husband came home late tonight, and I just made tacos, and I said, "Are you ready?" Because at 7:30, I'm like, I need to go. And he's like, "Yeah, I suppose you need to go outside." I said, "Yeah, I do. I need to go to my shop. I need to go do my live. And I don't even know what I'm going to do at 7:30. So I made him supper, and at 7:45, I said, I still have to pee the dog, and I haven't made my mind up. Hi, Holly. I said, I don't even know what I'm doing. You guys, you don't even want to know how I fly by the seat of my pants. Oh, my Lord. totally fly by the seat of my pants. Okay, so now I think I'm going to do Jolene on that. And I don't, maybe the two reds are going to look squirrely, but we're going to go with it. This Jolene is beautiful. It's shimmery. I'm glad I taped off that stuff, you guys. If you ever question if you're going to go off your, you know, like when my granddaughters make shirts, my littler one, Stella, I usually tape off her shirt because she goes off the edge irregardless. So I always want it to not. And it's worked out well. They love making shirts. All right, so I'm just going to make sure I got everything covered. One thing about ink, you guys, you don't have to be in a big toot. You can take your time because it doesn't dry as fast as paste does. And now I'm going to check my hands. I want to make sure that I don't have anything on them. Getting to the end of this wipe. These wipes are almost done. And then I'm just going to wipe my hands real quick. So I went to my class luncheon today, which was awesome. That's always fun, you guys. This year we graduated 50 years ago. Now I'm just going to pull this tape up, and it's going to bring my transfer, and I'm just going to slowly, actually I'm going to take the tape up first. Throw it away. Just get that out of the way so I don't mess it up. Came right off there. And then I'm just going to slowly lift this because if for some reason something isn't like that, the bottom of my F is not quite there on of. Now it is. The top of my T on Christmas. So we got talking today at our class luncheon. You guys, somebody in the town 20 miles north of me dumped, I'm telling you, dumped a 15-month-old baby girl in a ditch and drove away. Can you even believe that? Seriously. And somebody found that kid. So she's in the hospital, and I guess they know who she belongs to. I would think they'd be in deep, deep trouble. Like, who does that? You don't even do that to a dog, but you do it to a kid. And we have a grandchild that's that age. And it's a little girl. They dumped a little girl. I just don't even understand. Don't even understand. You guys, I got ink on my hands already. I'm terrible. I'm just going to get that off there so it doesn't ruin my... And I'm going to dry this. Yeah. I'm just going to dry this a little bit. I'm not going to dry it all the way, but I want it to be so we can move it. Move it on down the road here. And the Christmas word is shimmery like crazy. It's awesome. And like there is a little spot on the L that I'm going to hit with a stylus. But it worked out good. It's pretty. I'm okay with it all. So it's going to take a little bit of this gold and just fill that in just like that. Simple, easy peasy. Again, you guys, this is a kit. It sells together or it sells separately. So if you wanted the transfer but didn't want this, you wouldn't have to buy this. Or if you wanted this and didn't want the transfer, you could do that too. All right, I think maybe we'll move on. So I'm just going to slide that up. Bring my pockets down. Now they show these all done in green. But you know what? I think I'm going to alternate mine. Partridge in a pear tree. 3 French hens. 2 turtle doves. 4 calling birds. 5 golden rings. I want to sing that one really bad. 6 geese a laying. 8 maids a milking. Oop, I dropped 9. 9 lords a leaping. No, ladies dancing. 10 lords a leaping. 11 pipers piping and 12 drummers drumming. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to just stack these on top. And I think we'll do a row and then we'll heat press them and then do a row and heat press them. So I think what I want to do is I want to do green, red, green, red. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these down. Actually, I could put them all down, you guys. And again, these are, I should have some, I had some of this that's already open, but maybe not. So these are just little, this is our, oh my gosh, what do they call it? Transfer tape? Washi tape? I use my teeth for everything. So these are just rolls that came in kits. So they aren't necessarily full rolls. They're like whatever they think you need. So I'm going to go around mine just because I just know that I'm that person. Because I cut them, you know, you don't have near the edging that you do. So I think what I'm going to try to do is I'll try to get the words to be, you know, even with each other. You could use masking tape, you can use whatever you want. This is just what I have here, so I'm going to use it. I should write on the back of this number 2. I don't know what I did with number 1. It's got to be around here somewhere. Don't want to turn it over. I'm afraid I'll leave marker on my... I don't want to leave the marker on my pockets. So when you guys do inking, don't ever fuzz anything that you're going to use, any of your transfers. You want them to be as sticky as they possibly can. So my show this weekend is in Sutton. So if anybody's out and about, come over. It would be awesome to see ya. Going to be a lot of vendors. She's got a good show. Inside and outside. Wish I had someone to help me, but I'm a one-man band. You know, that's me. One-man band. So I'm going to close up this red. I'm going to close up the gold. We're done with those. And we're just going to go red and green. And there's ink on me already. I tell ya. I'm a hot mess. Hot mess. Where's my, there it is. Say, where's my Jolene? There's my girl. So I think I'm just going to use these small squeegees. This one doesn't even look like it's stuck down. Makes me nervous. Okay. We're going to start with this. You don't need to press hard, but you want your ink to get through your transfer, your silk screen. But you kind of just want your ink to fall through your silk screen. You don't want to be like, nope, I can see that's already gone underneath that tape. Dang it. You guys, you can't fix ink. I mean you can, but when I say you can, I mean like if you have something weird on there, you can put a flower over it, you know, if you screwed up and hit a place or something. But I'm kind of, I wish when they did these, they would make the writing be a little bit bigger, because I feel like the writing is too dainty. There's my number one. Too dainty for the, no, that isn't my number one, but it's going to go on there, I guess. Oh, yes, it is. It's because I got the tape on there. It looks too big. Let me grab something and put these in. I'm going to grab a tin pan here. I thought the other day I should bring out I should buy a wash basin and just bring it out here, but I'm just going to set these in here. And actually, I don't even think I'm going to put them on here. Just going to throw them in the pot. So I may end up going back and writing on them because that stuff didn't show up very good. The writing is, and I don't know if I did it in chalk, if it would be any different. I don't know how it could be. Because where it doesn't stick, you know, so I almost feel like I could take a fine chalk pen or an ink, something permanent, and write in the words. Because I found that with other, where's the lid? Oh, there it is. With other small writing with ink, is you lose, like I lost part of the word turtle. But they're cute. It turns out pretty. Again, you could do it in chalk if you wanted to, you guys, because chalk is, if you're not going to wash it, you can do it in chalk. Ooh, that's getting over there on the side. I'm not even going to touch that one. That makes me nervous over there. I'm just going to lift it up. Now that one came through, calling birds. That came through. All right, I'm going to dry this one. Well, thanks, Tracy. I'm always kind of a hot mess. Just, I did it this morning, but I didn't do anything else. And then I came back here, and so I went to my class luncheon. Then I went and got my nails done because they were disgusting. Ooh, they were disgusting. And then came home and basically spent the afternoon gluing together my Christmas ornaments, all the pieces for 15 ornaments. Took me like 2 hours to glue all those pieces together. So I think I am going to heat press this down. So I'm going to get my Teflon sheet out. No, I'm going to grab a piece of parchment paper, just in case. It didn't sound very good. So I'm not worried about this going through because it's canvas, and I don't think it will go through. So I'm just going to hold it down on there. See, that got some, so it wasn't quite all the way dry, but clay was good. It's fine. And this is just a little iron I got from, actually my kids gave it to me for Christmas. I don't know if it was last year or the year, I think it was the year before last. I asked for it. I said, can you get me one of those? So they did. And you can use your big heat press, but I just thought this is easier. And you could use an iron. You just use your iron and you spread it around you move it around for 4 minutes. On the hottest temperature that your fabric can take. So if it's cotton, just set your no steam, set your iron on cotton, and then just go for 4 minutes. And you can tell when they're done, if they're not sticky, then they're done. And these are not sticky. And that Jolene, holy mackerel, that's pretty. That one had a little bit, see, that ink went through, so that was a little thick. But yeah, I wish they would make those words. When they think about an ink project, they need to make the letters a thicker font. Because half the time, now this one came through, but that one didn't. That just says the F and part of the R is gone. And turtle doves, TUR is gone, or TU. And partridge, I think I can get part of partridge on that one. So I think if they would do that, that would be better for us. I'm going to go ahead and do this too. While I'm here, let's just get her done. Now you could just leave yours set all night long, and then do it the next day. Whatever you want. I think I am going to put that in as a suggestion on their font. They need to make it more bigger. More bigger. Okay. So there's the first 4. Five golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. I love Christmas music. Oh yeah, you can. Yep, this is a chalk couture, 12 days of Christmas. And they're little pockets that you can put stuff in if you wanted to, the 12 days before Christmas. Or not, whatever. There's gold on that one. I don't want that on there. Get off of there. Wonder if I taped all 4 sides, if that would make it stay down better. I don't know. Let's try it and see. Let's see what happens. So should I alternate? Should I do red or let's see. Should I do green here and then red and then green and then red so that they're not the same? So these aren't all red and these aren't all green. Let's do that. I better tape some of that though too, shouldn't I? I'm asking for trouble. Just asking for trouble. Placement tape. I think that's what they call it, placement tape. But it's washi tape. Nope, we're coming to the end. We are at the end. Like I said, those are not full, these are not full rolls, you guys. If you buy rolls, they're more than this. These are little rolls that come in kits when you buy kits, and they want you to, if you need to use it, they just throw in like it's like a sample roll. So tomorrow's Thursday already. Isn't that nuts? It's like Monday comes and you want Friday to get here, and then next thing you know, it's Thursday and Friday's going to be here, and then it's Monday again, and then it's like a never ending, it's crazy. So Friday night, I'll go set up my booth. And I do, oh, I don't like that. It's just not sticking down. So if I do green, I'm going to do green over here. Green, green. We'll see what happens. Have you guys started watching Hallmark yet? I haven't, but I've fallen into that trap and watched it all day long before on a Sunday. Not so much anymore, but not that I wouldn't. Not that I wouldn't, or not that I couldn't, because I feel like I could. There's some places it didn't go through, but all right. 5 golden rings. We're going to hop right over to the 7 swans a swimming. So I've got a couple more things I want to get painted for the show, and then I think I'm going to call it good. You know, you got to quit somewhere. And my husband wants me to work for him tomorrow morning. And I don't really want to, but I'm going to. I'll be a good wife and I'll do it, but I don't really want to. I got 2 more things. I got a Moose, Merry and Bright. I want to get painted, at least one of them for my show. And I want to paint the forest, kind of the foresty Santa Claus. And then I have to probably spend all day or all tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening, whatever, getting my stuff out. I have totes in my garage of my stuff I've been making, and get that out and make sure that everything's priced and everything's good to go. So I hate to go to a show when something isn't priced. As a customer, I don't like that. I want to know how much something is. I don't want to have to ask. That's why I hate going to garage sales too and asking, and they don't have stuff priced. And then you have to ask them, how much is this? How much is this? I don't like that, because then I think they just pull it out of their butt. Ooh, that one turned out perfect. My geese laying are beautiful. Ooh, I kind of like that, alternating like that. Okay. Let's dry that so I don't screw that one up. So I will not have time to organize this pit until Sunday. And then we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. Usually when I do a show, my butt it kicks my butt. But we'll see. I'm excited for this show because I missed it last year. I signed up for it and I paid for it. But then I had my heart surgery, my unexpected heart surgery. So then I was out. So I'm anxious to see how this one goes. And then the 18th, I'm in Hastings at the fairgrounds. And then the 25th, I'm in Kearney at the fairgrounds. That's a huge show. Hi, Jamie. Thank you. That show is 200. I think she has 267 booths at that Kearney show. And that show's been going on for 40 years. Can you imagine, you guys? 40 years. This girl's mom did it, and now she's running the show. And then I've got several in November too, but I can't remember exactly what those are. I'm lucky to know my own name. You know, if you know, you know. 12, 9, then they'll fit back on these. 10 and 11. Then they'll fit back on their backs like they should. I love doing shows. I know some people hate it, but I love it. Doesn't bother me at all. The only part is that I'm going to hate about this one is that I'm not going to be able to go and look around at other stuff because I'll be by myself. So that's not going to happen. They're even going to have Chick-fil-A at this one. Can you imagine? Chick-fil-A is going to be at the craft show. That one turned out perfect. I'm about 2 for 12. That one turned out, no, that one's not perfect. That one turned out good. That one turned out good. That one turned out good. So I'm about 1/4%. About 1/4. Oops, that's 11. Wouldn't that be something if you screwed your numbers up? Oh my Lord. That'd be terrible. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to get a different squeegee because that one's got junk all over it. I let a dang fly in here, so now I have to deal with him till I get him murdered. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have said that, should I? Oops, that has to have tape. till I get rid of him. I pretty much got my fruit flies taken care of, you guys. I bought a thing on Amazon. Man, I went to get my nails done today, and my nail girl had the cutest little thing to hold her phone. It was a magnetic thing. I go, "Where did you get that?" And she goes, "I had it here the whole time and I didn't even know it. It came with her register, or I don't know, something that she had that she bought, and she didn't even realize what it was. And then she started using it and she loves it." And I asked her, I go, "Is that magnetic?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I go, "How's that hook into your phone?" And then she showed me that it's her phone case has a ring, a magnetic ring. And so then it holds that phone. And she goes, and her English is really broken, you guys. And she said, she goes, "I'd like to have a couple more of them." She goes, I'd like to tell my husband to buy me a couple more of them. And so while she was doing my nails, I sat there and Amazoned, and it showed right up. And I told her, I go, "Well, they're right here for $10. And she's like, "Really?" And I showed her, and she goes, Will you order me two of them?" And I go, "Yeah." I go, "You're not on Amazon?" I'm like, this day and age, who's not on Amazon? Or no, like you have a family member or somebody that doing Amazon? She goes, "No." She goes, "You have to sign in, right?" And I said, "Yeah." I'm using ink. But you could use chalk, Jamie, because it's not, you wouldn't wash this anyway. But I'm using ink. And I might be regretting it, but I am. So I ended up ordering 3 of those because I ordered 1 for me and 2 for her. So I walked out and she gave me a $20 bill to pay for hers. It's the first time I've gone to get my nails done and I got paid to get my nails done. Oh, that tape is gone. That one, we went through that. And I don't know if I have another one. I'm just going to use masking tape. But I ordered quite a few things today on Amazon. Did you guys find any bargains on the Prime days? Did you find anything that you couldn't live without? I didn't really. We got the cutest transfer that is called snowballs for sale, so I bought some fake snowballs. So I did buy those. I think I got 30 of those coming. I've got a tin thing that I got from my friend Tina that I'm going to make into a container of snowballs. And I got those 3 phone things. I did order some sacks for my show this weekend. Then I went and ordered more, and they aren't going to be here on time, but that's okay. I didn't figure they would be anyway. I know. I just wondered if there's like some awesome thing. I did see on the Today Show this morning, they showed some things. They have some earbuds that are amazing. Noise canceling, and they're only $50. But I don't need them. I've got some. I don't have noise canceling, but I have some earbuds that are fine. They aren't as awesome as those, but they're fine. And then they had some bath salts, like a body scrub. And I thought, oh my gosh, I should get those for the girls for Christmas and put them in their stocking, but I didn't. I never did go in and do it. All right, let's lift those up. And that has ink on the top of that will be all over me, undoubtedly. Okay, we're done, so I'm just going to make sure. It's amazing, you guys, how you can get ink on you and you don't even realize it. You don't even realize it. Ten Lords of Leaping. Didn't get the one very good. Need all 10 of you to jump. That one turned out pretty good too, you guys. I'm getting better as I go. Getting better as I go. Just going to take this and close it up. Make sure I don't have any ink on my hands. Raise that up. Going to get this. Had this little transfer sitting in the garbage, but stuff's been knocking it in, so better not do that. I'll miss the Merry Christmas part. "12 Drummers Drumming." You can read all of that one. That turned out cute, you guys. Not sure where I'd hang it, but something on there. Get off there. Sure is cute, though. I can see on this one, these little berries didn't get quite. So you guys can take your stylus or a brush and you can fix things, you guys. That'll be good. That'll work. Did they have resin cheap, James? You know what? I always buy my fire sticks then, but I got so many fire sticks. I got them on, I don't know, 4 TVs upstairs, 1 TV here, 1 TV, 2 TVs in the house. I got them everywhere. I thought about getting a Ring doorbell. I don't have a Ring doorbell. Thought about doing that too, but I didn't. My husband said, go ahead and get one. But I have plenty of resin, so I don't need any. But dang, when it's cheap. Thank you, Jamie. That would have been something if I would have had my number screwed up, wouldn't it? Not like it couldn't happen. You know what they say, stuff happens. But you know the word I mean. All right, I'm going to grab some new parchment paper because I'm not going to use that stuff that has some stains on it. I'll just set it down this way. It must be getting to the end if it's so curly. Well, I probably can cover them both. I can. Cool beans. Should see if my microphone, is it working? Should see if my microphone, is it working? It is. All right. Oop, I'm going to turn me back down again. So my little fabric trees, for any of you that hopped on late, I realized I should have made my fabric wider than that. It should be about 1.5 inches wide. So I would think that I could take my jelly roll and basically rip it in half, my strips in half. I don't know if that's going to be quite as wide as I would want, but it's close enough. Because I was ripping it in thirds. But it needs to be in half. Yeah, I've been painting ornaments out the wazoo. So I almost wish I had someone to do base coating for me because I have a hard time myself doing all of it myself. Doing all the files, cutting the files, and first of all, downloading them and getting them onto my in my computer, and then getting them onto my to be cut out. You know, sometimes you have to rearrange things, and it takes some time sometimes to do that. But when you're a one-man band, you got to do it all. That's me. And then I get scared. I'm like, what if I sell, like, you know, and I know it's not going to happen, but what if I would sell half of everything I take? I'm going to be in a mess because it would be hard for me to recoup that inventory. But it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I'd be happy. But man, I'd really have to get out here and start busting my butt even worse than I am. So when you do it, guys, you can tell just by the way they feel if they are not, like these, you can't even tell that they're there. You can't even feel them. These are still warm. But man, that Jolene is just shimmery. Holy mackerel. It's beautiful. They said that paste, Jolene paste, was one of the most asked for to come back pastes that they've had. So they decided to bring it back as an ink, and it's our ink of the month. So you have until the 15th to get that. And that's if you spend $75, you can order one. It allows you to order one. Designers, it's like $45, and Perks members is probably like close to $50. But yeah. All right, I think that's it, guys. I'm going to unplug my glue gun. It's been plugged in for 2 days. I'm a mess, I tell you, out here. Almost 90% of the time when I plug in my glue gun, I walk away and leave it plugged in. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. So here is our, isn't that cute, you guys? Even with the little runs and things that I can fix and have to mess around with. But so these little pockets, you can put something in each one of these little pockets. Just going to see if it went through any of them, but it didn't. It's really thick. It's really heavy and nice. Really heavy and nice. So you could even just put like little candies or something in it for your kids, or cards, or, you know, it doesn't have to be, they show you, like, what do they show in the picture? They show candy canes and bells and shirts in a couple of them, and gingerbread ornament and a stuffed bunny, and just things. But isn't that cute? I love it. I love it. I think it turned out adorable. So I'll put the cart link on it for that if you guys are interested in that. And like I said, you can get just the transfer if you want just the transfer, or you could get just this and do whatever you want on those. So there you go. Alrighty, guys. Have a great rest of your night. I appreciate you all so much. And I think I will be back tomorrow night. I thought about I was going to be going to a volleyball game, but they're saying it's going to be varsity only. And my daughter says, probably don't need to waste your time, Mom. So we'll see. We'll see how much I get done with my painting, my stuff. But I'll try to be back tomorrow night. I appreciate you guys all so much. Thanks so much for popping in. Thanks for the sprinkles. Thanks, Jamie. Thanks, Carrie. Nice of you to stop in, Carrie. We just kind of found each other the other day. I popped in on one of her lives, and here she is popping in on one of mine. So there you go. Isn't it nice that the people that we meet on these things? Anyway, guys, have a good rest of your night, and I will see you next time. Love you guys all. Thanks. Bye-bye.